Working people are expecting to be hit in today's budget with a freeze on income tax thresholds likely to drag people into paying more.
It's leaving some people wondering what happened to the promise not to raise taxes on working people. Well, Chief, good morning to you, Mr. Jones. It's unexpected to see such a senior figure in the government on budget day before the budget. I thought you're not allowed to tell us what's in the budget. Let's address something that you're probably going to tell me you can't talk about. Page 21, the Labour Party Manifesto, which I keep in my office here at the studio so that I can enjoy interviews with people like you on the programme. Labour will not increase taxes on working people, which is why we will not increase national income tax or VAT. Are you standing by that in the budget today? The increase in national insurance for employers who count themselves working people in the budget last year, how was that not a breach of your manifesto pledge? Employers who are working people, you would acknowledge that.
The Office of Budget Responsibility, which is your independent forecaster, and the Institute for Fiscal Studies both say that broadly 2/3 of that rise in employers' national insurance will be paid by employees in lower wages, because that is passed on from the employer to the employee in their wage packet. So in no sense is that a tax on employers, because most of it is being paid by working people. That is a breach of the manifesto.
Been waiting.
The Chancellor said that she didn't last year, and as a sort of statement, that she didn't think it was fair to increase the freeze on the tax thresholds, known as a stealth tax, on working people. So are you going to extend that freeze on thresholds? Because that would be an increase in tax on working people, wouldn't it? Wasn't an answer to my question. You've already pointed out more people, in your words, are earning more. Wages have gone up, which is your claim. So more people are already dragged into paying more tax. So my question is, if you extend the freeze on thresholds for people paying tax, you're going to increase taxes on working people, aren't you? My question is, if you extend the freeze and you don't increase the thresholds, you're going to drag more people into tax, paying more tax, and therefore that's an increase in tax on working people. Then in principle, if a Chancellor were to extend a freeze on tax thresholds, that would increase taxes on working people, wouldn't it?
Last year's budget speech, the Chancellor explicitly said that she would not freeze allowances because she said to do so would be to hurt working people. So if she said that last year, and that's why she wasn't going to do it, doesn't the same apply today?
Out that you keep saying the headline rate of tax. That is not the wording of the manifesto. Labour will not increase taxes on working people. And you seem to have...
the rest of the sentence. Do you want to read the whole sentence?
Yes, I will. Labour will not increase taxes on working people, which is why we will not increase national insurance, the basic, higher or additional rates of income tax on VAT.
Yes, exactly.
So you don't agree with the Chancellor on the fact that freezing the thresholds would increase tax and hurt working people?
I think you might have worked on the drafting of the manifesto a bit better, because it clearly says you won't raise taxes on working people. It says it in terms. I mean, it's absolutely clear. And the Chancellor said last year that to freeze allowances would hurt working people. That's really clear. So the manifesto's clear. What the Chancellor said is clear. The only person who's not been clear is you. About one thing that you have already announced. So therefore, this is not something you can say is budget speculation, which is the rise in the minimum wage, 4% rise in the minimum wage, an 8% rise for 18 to 21-year-olds. The Institute of Directors say this will increase joblessness amongst young people. The CBI say it will hit already hard-pressed firms. The Resolution Foundation, interestingly, say that this is an unnecessarily big rise in the minimum wage for young people, which would make it harder for people in that age group to find a job. Now, I know you made a manifesto commitment to do this, and that's why it's being done, but all of these experts, including the Resolution Foundation, are right to say, aren't they, that to meet your manifesto commitment, you are taking risks with the jobs of young people with an unnecessarily large rise.
Darren Jones, there we must leave it. Thank you for your company this morning.
Thank you.
And we will analyse the budget when we finally get it. Thank you very much indeed.